Bungus Jake here to do another Nerf Thrifting episode. It's been a little while since I did one of these. I think the last one was back last October? Yeah, last October. I actually had to go back and see how long it was again. And I actually have had pretty good luck. You're going to see well, not probably. It will be the biggest haul I've ever showcased in a thrifting video because it has been so long. I don't have a lot to put into a video, like say Ryan Ingolstad does, which check out his channel. I'll put a link in a pinned comment or in the description. Go check his channel out. He just put up like 3 in a row because he finds enough to make that be worthwhile to watch. On the other hand, me, I go long periods of time with nothing. Maybe like I had a couple times, keep going, and all of a sudden you stumble into, oh, this is a really good find all of a sudden for like $1 or $2. I'll get that included at the end of the video here, but I actually have enough to make it worthwhile for your viewing pleasure. And I'm going to start off with a couple of blasters. One is already actually earmarked for Ryan Ingolstad. I'm going to send it to him when he's ready, and we're going to do like an exchange. So, it's time for a sip of coffee, and let's get to things. So, first off is, let me back away from the viewfinder here. First off is this huge rival blaster. And of course, as you can see, easy to tell what it is. This is the mag-fed rival version. Came with a 7-rounder, and I'll leave it as it is. It is missing a couple of pieces, as you can tell here. So it's not a perfect condition. I told him, I said, I know he's a Star Wars fan. I personally am not. So for him, this would mean a lot more to him than it would to me. And I'm happy to let him have it. He's done so much for me. If you go see my Busby Classics channel, that wall, a lot of blasters from him have ended up on there, and I have him to thank for that. So I'm happy to send this as a little bit of a thank you to him. Moving on. Another thing that I found, this one is going to be used in a project. This is, of course, the Adventure Force Enforcer, made by Dart Zone. Picked this up for $4.99. I actually picked that up for just under $10. It's well worth it anyways, regardless. But I picked this one up for $4.99. And unlike if you watch Ryan Ingolstad's videos, his Goodwills in his area honor the half off based on the color. Where I'm at, the price that's on it is what's on it. They use either the yellow or pink stickers. That's not color coding. That's literally just whatever sticker out of whatever sticker gun they're using. But the price tag is what you pay. So $4.99. But I want to put this thing on a pivoting tripod with a shield in front of it. I want to make it a gun emplacement that you have to go to capture for game mode. I have a couple other things that I'll be putting with it. I'm not quite ready to unveil it because I've put off a project that I'm really wanting to do. But let's just say it'll be big and powerful, and it'll also be a emplaced sort of weapon. And I need a couple of these to go along with it, and you'll have to capture the point. And so I need at least one of these. I might make do with a Vulcan, but I'd like to get 2 of the Enforcers and put up maybe double or tripled belts so there's a huge ammo load and you're not going to be reloading them. You know, it's a gun emplacement used to hold a point, and the other team has to come and try to take that point. So well worth the $5. I would pay that all day long for those. Got a couple of little things here. I got a Rebel. This is a crossbow. This is the pump action, and this is actually headed for our smallest user of dart blasters in the house. This will be for her. It's a simple front loader, easy to pump, and does actually have slam fire. So I picked it up for $1.99. Not bad, especially if you got anybody who likes the styling and loves that design. Yeah, I got a pile of stuff here I'm digging through. I did find a $3.99 Retaliator. I'm never going to pass up a Retaliator. I use them in mod videos. I need to get another mod video done because I have some parts. And this one is yellowed. But, hey, perfect candidate. It'll get painted and modded. Got another Rebel blaster. This one was only 99 cents. As you can see right there. 99 cents. And this is the one with the code. It's called the Codebreaker Bow. This one does have jams but it's neat. It's a unique design, and I think it's well worth hanging on to. And if I pick up a few of them, I'd let my girls use them, and then I would probably repaint one, because I think it'd be fun to go get a heavier string, because you can, and put a heavier string on this, and see what kind of power we could get out of one. That'd be pretty cool, just for the heck of it. And at 99 cents, I'm not going to pass it up. More modding fodder. A Adventure Force crossbow. This is, of course, made by Busby, so it has huge mod potential. I am going to make myself one that has a sealed breech system, and I plan to go huge in the spring load, huge in Retaliator type standards, because a 12, 14, or 16, kilogram spring is a big spring for Retaliators. I'm going to do at least that, and this one is one I would try to do a nice Hydra dip, or possibly a Galaxy type paint job, because I've been wanting to do a Galaxy paint job on something, and might be a worthwhile attempt to do it on this. It is missing a grip on this one, because both one of my girls and I'm going to do one for myself. I'm going to mod 2 of these, so you'll see 2 mod videos eventually. Mine's going to be a high spring load, meant to be a competitive blaster. I at least want it to hit somewhere between 150 to 200 feet per second, and I'll see what it takes to attain that. This one, though, probably modded at about a 5 or 6 kilogram level for her to run around with. Give her something that I will brass it, and we'll do a moderate power one and a high power one, because I bought an extra one for myself to do. So, and any of you out there who 3D print that's missing the grip, I only paid $2.99 for this, but it is missing the grip, so I need to rectify that problem. So anybody who 3D prints or designs, I would like to buy one. I'd like to buy a nice 3D printed grip, and if it's a good design, I'd buy 2, because I'd buy one for myself, because they just lock in place. So 3D printing may be the only way to go, unless I were to integrate. But I'd rather have something that actually works with the stock design. Moving on. Something I found that I will never pass up. I got triple tripods. Tripods. But yeah, I picked these up for 99 cents each. And I know a few people like to collect Vulcans, Ryan Ingolstadt being one of those. And I figured I'm not going to pass them up, because why? Why would you? They can be used in builds. They can be used just if I wanted to resell them. There's a lot of reasons to never ever pass up Vulcan parts. So 3 of them. Up next is a Vortex Nitro. I will never pass these up either. This one even came with a magazine here. It came with a full magazine. Even had 2 discs. I was going to say there was at least a couple there, but this 20-round mag with a couple of discs. It is missing the battery door. So if I can get my hands on one of those, now I will actually have a few of these. And I was able to test it, of course, with no battery door there. I threw some batteries and it works. So all I need to do now is get a battery door for a Vortex Nitro, and I'll have a few of these. These things are fun. And despite now we got that whole Shelby Destroyer showing up, which I'm afraid is going to be just horribly overpriced, I like Vortex. This is fun to run around with. I just need to get a couple more so that I can have enough to pass around to everybody. So Vortex Nitro, I picked that up. It was $5.99, but it's still worth it to me. My last Nerf Thrifting episode that I did, I found the small toilet paper blasters. It's called the Skid Shot. I mentioned the Sheet Storm. Here it is. It's a slam fire version that has a little bit bigger water tank, and it's like, dear goodness, the thing's huge. Shoulder it. The trigger, it moves, but it's fake. So you just, like, hands off. I'll even hold the top. And the Sheet Storm. I got that for $3.99. It's well worth it. It is missing a bracket here, so I'll have to figure out something. And I contacted them, but they never did get back with me. I tried contacting them twice about parts. They never did get back to me. So unfortunately, I'm stuck. On 2 separate days, I found more of everybody's favorite rival. I talked about it in the last episode where I found one there actually as well, but I love the Apollo. And despite it being originally, like I talked about in the last episode, people don't like the priming bar, they don't like anything about it. I like them. It's basically a big chunky pistol format, and despite that, I paid $1.99 for each of these. So one even came with the mag. So I actually love this. I'm now gonna actually work on modifying a few of these with paint jobs. I've only got one that's modded, so I'll have to get to work. Need to have a few. I'm one of the guys that actually likes them. And yeah, you do hear Whiskers Shop Cat running around like crazy. For 99 cents, I actually found one of my childhood favorites. I had a Nerf Reactor when I forget when it was. This one, let's see if I can find it. This one's from 2003, so it's one of the newer ones. I had one a little bit back when I was like in middle school, but I also had the Pulsator. I think that's all late 90s stuff when I was in middle school. But yeah, I had one of these, and now I do again. But 99 cents, not passing it up. Even if I don't have the actual reactor balls, I have to get some ammo. So I also need some of the Busby foam balls for those air blasters. And something that everybody likes, Cyclone Shock. I got one for $1.99, and I love Mega. That's one of the things I think Nerf has done so well, so right, is Mega. I'm a huge fan of it. So with one for $1.99, never passing it. Never. One blaster that I'm not a big fan of, but I picked it up anyways, just to do some work on one, maybe even give it away, because I've mentioned a couple times, I do want to do a giveaway. If I actually achieve my goal by the end of the year of hitting 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to hold a big giveaway and give away a bunch of modded blasters. And when and if restrictions are lifted and I can do an event, I'm also going to give away blasters there on site. So I need to have stuff to give away. And this is one way. It's $5.99. I am not a Surgefire fan. They're not a good blaster in the realm of versus their competition. Now you might enjoy it yourself, but as you can hear, they're rattly, they're creaky, and they're the lowest power, lowest capacity drum-fed blaster compared to their competition. I mean, they got to go up against things like now you got the Max Havoc from Adventure Force that's made by X-Shot. Why would you ever pick this over that? I mean, the pump grip it's tight enough that you end up hitting your hand here. It should have been a pure vertical instead of the angled, because you end up hitting back here. Now, unless you had really, really slim, small hands, again, this is not like bragging or anything. It's just, I'm an adult. I have XL to double XL size gloves that I have to wear, which means I have hands, and I don't have big fat hands. I just have, large hands for a guy. I also wear size 12 shoes. I have large extremities. And some blasters just don't cater to that. And this is one of them. Now the rear grip feels good. That feels fine. But creaky, it just never felt like it was up to Nerf standards at the time. Now it's their standards. One thing I absolutely do love, and I never pass them up, is the Dart Zone Havoc. This one has the Adventure Force sticker, but it's the same. Dart Zone Adventure Force Havoc. This is, of course, the side prime clip-fed blaster, and it did even come with a clip. It was in there, locked in, just like it is still. And these are fun little pistols, much like I love the old Cougars from Busby. I absolutely love these. Comfy. The only thing is, if you go too high on the spring load, the priming bar over here can bend. That plastic grip is sitting on a, kind of smallish priming bar, but it's meant to be a very lightweight pistol. And I went and bought extra clips for the ones that I already have. So now I have another one. This one will get a full mod. I'll leave the other ones. I have 2 others, and I'll leave at least 1 full stock for comparison purposes when I do future videos. This one, though, will be fully modded, as maxed out as I can go. So, future video on this one. I actually picked up a original Recon. This is the old yellow. Didn't have any kind of accessories, unfortunately, except for a 6-round mag. I bought it for $1.99 because, just like in my last episode, I didn't have a Maverick. I didn't still have an original Recon. I had one years ago. I don't know where it went, don't know what happened, but now I have another original. And this, of course, this will be staying as it is. And this is more of a collector piece that I will use for a couple of videos that I have ideas for. So, you'll see it again. Mentioning the Maverick, I picked up one to add to the collection back in October when I did my last episode. Here's another. $1.99 for this one. This one's actually in better condition. So, this one will definitely be the collector piece. This one is in, perfect condition. The other one has marks and scuffs and looks like it had been possibly even hit with, I would almost have said a soldering iron or something else that was hot had touched it a couple spots. I mean like actually got laid on it. So somebody might have had their Maverick laying next to where they were working and accidentally touched it a couple times. This one, however, perfect working function. Nobody's been in it because, as you can see, that's all that flips out. Nobody's done the extended release mod, and it's stock. You can tell, no air restrictor removal like you would have done, and it's got a very weak spring in it, like you would expect from a very old blaster at this point. Which this one has 2004 on it, so keep that in mind. Also picked up one of these funky old things. Not an ideal thing in any way, shape, or form, but if anybody is looking for one, I'll probably do a video on it and then part with it. I know what they are. It is a no mod potential really, but you rotate the 4-shot mega with the trigger, and then you pull and release. Pull and release. It's like pull, release, rotate, pull, release. It could be part of a gimmick, a loadout that you just do just for fun. As a kid, I did like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so there's that. Paid $1.99, so figured why not. A few little pistols. The X-Shot Bug Attack version of the Reflex. It's called the Rapid Fire. Picked up for $1.99. Never going to pass up on a good X-Shot pistol. They're always worthwhile. Even if I'm just going to hand it off to somebody, they're fantastic little pistols. They beat out Nerf. For the single actual pistols, X-Shot's got them beat. And this one has one of the most comfortable grips. It's a little on the small side, but it's got just the perfect profile overall. It just caters to your palm just perfectly. So, the Rapid Fire, always going to get them. That was $1.99. Cheap enough, I'm going to pick it up. And $1.59, odd pricing, was a Wizard. This one will get modded. This one will be... I had a couple people asking if I was ever going to mod a Wizard. Well, here's where I'm going to get one. $1.59. It's a little bit roughed up on the outside, but when you're going to sand it anyways, doesn't matter. So this will get a full paint job, and it'll be featured in a future video. And again, like I said in my last episode, I'm never going to pass up on a triad. Even if I just, shotgun them, because that's what I tend to do with them, is you can gut the whole rear by popping off the back panel, gut the whole thing, put a little bit bigger spring in it, and 3 shots at once, just out of a pocket. That's a pretty nice thing to have, or even if you're just going to leave it bone stock and just toss it in a pocket as a backup. This was one thing that Nerf did right. It's compact, tiny, has decent power, You know, especially if you're just using it as a backup. You can even attach them onto a blaster, you know, angle it out to the side or the other side or straight down or even up above. It's like they're easy to prime, easy to fire no matter what angle you're at. So triads are ultra useful and one of the best things Nerf ever did. So this one was only $1.59 as well. Not going to pass it up. And I did pick up a Super Soaker. Much like I did in the last one, I pick up water guns and, well, water blasters. Yeah, I gotta say it. But I pick up any sort of blaster, really. Because why not? It's fun. Summer's going to be hitting, you know, full force here soon. This one fires both the missiles and water. All you have to do is fill the water, and you have a selector switch here, which allows you to, you know, slide for missiles, or backwards for water, forward for missiles, and then you just fire. It's a hand. So it's got a little bit of resistance there on the back pull, because when you pull back, you're actually having to overcome O-rings that are used for the water to draw it in out of the water tank. But it's 99 cents. And they look kind of neat. Everybody seems to love them. It carries 2 Demolisher style rockets down below as well as one on. So not bad. And at 99 cents, yeah, I'm going to get it. An oddball I picked up was this Koosh Launcher. Now, I'm not a huge Koosh fan, so I don't know a lot about them, other than, you know, they had a little run there, and Hasbro eventually shut them down. So I've got it, and if anybody has any ammo, like I was also talking about the Nerf Reactor balls, I only have like 1 or 2 of those anywhere here in the entire workshop. I don't have any of the Busby, and I don't have any Koosh. So I've got to find a source for some of those so I can actually do. Hey, if I found enough of them, I would even run this, because this is only 99 cents, so I picked it up. But I actually, at the time, I've got the blaster, no ammo, so I have to rectify that sometime in the future. But neat thing that I didn't want to pass up. I mean, I've seen them in the past. I've just never ran them myself. Again, I love Mega. I've got my hands in. This was a Facebook deal that I got both a Exact Strike. This is a reshell of the Busby Sentry. It is Busby. It's under their accuracy line, and a Magnus. I bought both of these for $8. Fair deal for me personally, because, you know, with it being $8 shipped, that's a steal. So that's like thrift prices, and both are in pretty good shape, and both will, in the end, get modded. An actual thrift purchase was, I did find out another one of these original Nerf targets. I love these things with the actual fact that they play. I got to put some batteries in this one to test it out. But either way, I was going to get it for $1.99. I've had one of these from back when I bought one new, and now I've got extras. I have found a few of these, plus one of the sticky dart tag targets. I'm going to set them up in my shop, and I'm actually going to have a little target area. So, useful. I found Drum plus Revolution for $10 plus $5 shipping. That's $15. The drums themselves, by themselves, I found this while looking for Busby blasters. It was an eBay purchase. It was eBay, because I actually did find this by searching Busby blasters, and it was a listing for the Revolution, and it says includes mag. Open it up, and because it said $10 plus $5 shipping includes mag, and have a picture of the Revolution showing at first with just like this right here. This is what the picture kind of looked like. You couldn't see all the way down because they were zoomed way in on the main body of the pistol. But then when I opened it, it's like, oh, that's a full drum. And they shipped it for $5. That's thrift store prices. $10 plus $5 for shipping. That's, you know, if you want to say $7.50 plus $7.50. But the drums go for $15 plus shipping easy all day long on eBay. You see these going for $15 to $20. So I feel like I got a heck of a steal. with what looked like a brand new Revolution, plus one of the big Nerf drums. However, the deal of all deals that I have found in my last, let's see, this is now beginning of May. So we got November, December, January, February, March, April. So 6 months since my last video. This is the best deal I have found, period. The Recon Mark II is one of my favorite all-time Nerf blasters. Yes, it is just a reshell of a Retaliator with different colors, a handguard, and a side tactical rail. I know, it's really just a Retaliator, and if you're looking at stock performance versus stock performance, it gets about 5 to 10 less feet per second because they put holes in the side of the breech all the way up until you get to the Coles release. I only paid $1.99 for all of that. Let that sink in. I paid $1.99. Here's how. I went in, and this little stock here was just kind of off. The missile launcher was on the side of this thing, with the front being just kind of twisted. They had it all set up really weird. But the stock of this wasn't actually on. It was just the missile launcher was on, but this stock was on the shelf. It was like somebody just threw it out. Well, I said, you know what? I seen the $1.99 tag, and I was like, I'm just going to put this stock up here on top, because it didn't have a price tag. And if you take it up front, a lot of times they'll say, just take it with you. Well, I just stuck it on the back of the missile launcher. So, we got $1.99 for all of the Tri-Strike attachments. The stock that the Recon Mark II was sold with, plus the Recon Mark II, plus a mag. That is the 10 round, that's the one that's half transparent on one side and solid on the other. So that was the deal of all deals when it comes to what I got for what I can tinker with. And I got one of my favorite blasters. For non-Busby stuff, I love the Recon Mark II. And I've been wanting to build another one. I have like 3 now that are full built. And this one's going to get it as well. But let's take a look at everything all over again. So to finish up, we're taking a quick look at the big pile of stuff that I got. And this is, of course, minus the one that I didn't want to throw on there on the very tip top. The big Recon Mark II and Tri-Strike attachments. But it seems like a huge pile for what I normally see as a pretty lacking area when it comes to thrifting. But I do hope you've enjoyed this. And if you stayed all the way to the end, thanks for watching.